Dallas has just been on a tear. I believe we can attribute that to Jason Robertson. Also, Jake Ottinger, who's really stepped in.
Yeah, so we can compare a rookie QB to a toddler. Hayward's absence for this game will be significant, and I wouldn't be surprised if this game turns into a blowout as of late.
The Golden Knights just can't pull it. I really think the Avalanche are determined this year.
They made so many moves and grabbed so many guys that they have to win a championship or at least make the finals. They were on our championship and bust.
The same self, the only year he won an MVP was the year he cheated, which really should put something against that MVP. But
Yeah, and as a Cowboys fan, I have learned how dangerously good Aaron Rodgers has been with he can just thread a pass.
Hello, I am Ruby Ackerman, and you are listening to Outsider's Opinion with Kevin and Austin.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to our NBA Opinions of the Week. I am Kevin, and I am joined by the summer vacationer vibing in his chair, Austin.
I did go on vacation. I enjoyed it, but today we're talking about the summer league, and I do like watching the games. So what about you?
I'm excited to watch this year's Mavs. Like, I could talk about the Mavs, and one guy I'm excited for is Hardy. Then another guy who I think won't get as much attention, but I'm interested to see is Omax. How does he do well defending?
Yeah. So
Yeah. You got
how
some
important
questions.
is the summer league?
I think it's sort of important, but it's kind of like spring training. Like, I want some guys to try some stuff. I want to see how rookies play. Like, I know, is that Brandon Miller stuff? Is that during the summer league? Has the
Yes,
summer league
he's
started?
averaging.
Okay.
So he had 7 fouls, 8 fouls, and 5 fouls in his first 3 games, which is 20 fouls in his first 3 games, and you can get up to 10 fouls in a game during the
really?
summer league.
Okay.
But I'll ask you the first question that I think is easy for me to answer, but I want to get your take. Do you think every rookie should play in a summer league? Do you think maybe Wembanyama should play because he played over in France, but should the next LeBron-esque type player play in the summer league?
I'm going to say, like, no. Like, Wemby, I'm surprised is playing because Luka didn't play in his summer league because he was finishing up a season. They're like, yeah, we want to give you some rest. So I don't know how long Wemby has been out not playing.
It's not been necessarily all that long, from what I understand.
So, yeah. So I think if you're a really top prospect, you don't have to be playing. I wouldn't mind it, though. But I understand it. But if you're like a second round pick, I want you playing, or a lower first round pick, because I want to see how well you're adjusting and what can you do.
Yeah, but the thing is, I mean, you're still playing against college players, and that's where I think most of the players you're playing against are either very old, fringe NBA G League
Yeah.
players, or you have some second year players that I don't think should be playing, like Keegan Murray, but he said he wants to play.
Yeah,
If you
Keegan
want,
Murray's
if you-
weird because he wasn't he an all rookie team?
yes, and he was a starter in the playoffs.
Yeah. So, and like Paolo, if you're rookie of the year, you shouldn't be playing. Like Josh Green is a guy I would love to see playing, but he just doesn't. It's
Yeah,
some
but
guys
I
that
mean,
need
he's
some
been
work.
out of the.
Yeah,
It's
but
been a
he
while.
didn't even play for a little bit. But yeah, I also like undrafted guys. I am interested in Kai Jones. That was a guy I was kind of when you said we were doing summer league. I just looked up rosters and I saw some interesting names. Because I remember talking about Kai Jones and they're trying to solve that center issue with the Hornets.
Yeah, and I do like Nick Richards and Mark Williams on the Hornets. I don't necessarily know if Kai Jones can fit. I do like Kai Jones as well, but I just like the other two above him more. But I do like to see the improvement of players. I'm enjoying seeing Nick Smith Jr. or like you said, Brandon Miller play. Those rookies I do like to see how they adjust, even though, like I said, they are playing mostly against college players still. So that I don't think if you play well or bad in this summer league, that means you're a good or bad player.
Yeah, no. It just gives me more understanding. Okay, maybe I need to take some more time to work on you with this, and it could also be how the team's built. But yeah, I'm trying to think. Oh, Julian Strother with the Nuggets is someone I'm interested. He was that Gonzaga pick. I was interested in how he plays.
Yeah.
And I definitely think second year players who didn't play a lot their first year, that's something I'm very interested in. Like this Pistons team looks really interesting. You got Jaden Ivey playing again,
Mm-hmm.
Marcus Sasser. Then you have Jalen Duran, Oscar Thompson, James Wiseman too. Really, really interesting roster to me. Like I wouldn't even say like Jaden Ivey you don't have to play.
Yeah, I get that. But for players that are on, I think, bad teams or like not great teams at least, playing again is a good thing because it allows them to get competitive minutes because you can go to the playoffs in this. You can have important games, important shots. And one thing that I do think the Summer League allows is players to get last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter. What can you do? Hey, we need a bucket. Can you get us a bucket? You're not going to get that chance in your rookie season in the NBA most likely, unless you're Wembanyama, Brandon Miller, or one of those very very top guys. But this allows a uh, a Keegan Murray when it's De'Aaron Fox taking the big shot at the end of the game every time, or maybe sometimes Malik Monk. This gives Keegan, hey, go get a bucket. We need a bucket now. Can you give it to us? And I do enjoy seeing those players that normally would not get that opportunity get the highlight last 30 seconds. We need a shot. We need a stop. And that's where you talk about Omax. Hey, we need a stop now.
Yeah.
Can you get a stop?
Yeah, that's a really good point, and it really informs the team. Okay, I can trust Keegan or coaches; they get to know it. So I think it's really good. And if you're like kind of a borderline player, this could really help you get noticed and like build a relationship with the coaches. So that's something. It's definitely some basketball, so it'd be fun to watch. Um, this OKC team was another team. Like Chet's playing, both Jalen Williams are playing. Um, Chet Holmgren is someone I'm very interested in because I've heard he's put on some more size.
Yeah, he needs to stay healthy or to
Yeah.
stay more healthy than he's been. I mean, he hasn't even played a game yet. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm trying to look up images. He's just such a thin. Yeah, I don't see anything. So
a big
that's
part of this
someone I'm
too, in my
interested in.
opinion.
Huh?
Sorry to interrupt. A big part of
No
this too
worries.
is that I think players we see them for rookies for OKC. You were saying this rookies getting to play or young players get to play with each other. Like Chet's never played with either the Jalen Williams, even though they played last year for OKC. So this gives them another chance. Hey, we've been in a league, but we're going to play with you. You're going to be a major player for us. Let's see how we mesh. How do we want to construct our team around you? How our play is going to work? All this other stuff. And one thing that I do think the Summer League, like I understand, like Jared Dudley, for example, is coaching the Mavs Summer League team.
Yeah.
I would want Jason Kidd in that role. I mean, I understand that he's not, and I understand why he's not. Like, you need a break as a coach, and I get that. But don't you think that it could cause a little bit of, not confusion, because they're probably running the same system, but there's no way that Jared Dudley coaches just like Jason Kidd.
Yeah. And I think it's a good change of pace, and I'm interested in how Jared Dudley coaches. It could also be like a thing for coaches too to get a break or to try something new and see maybe this is a guy I could sign. But yeah, I wouldn't mind Kid, especially with Kid. It would build a relationship, in my opinion, with Omax, Hardy, guys who I think should play more. It helps you build that relationship, but Kid should probably trust Dudley. But that's just something with Kid to where, like, okay, I can trust this guy to play. Like, I want Hardy to get more minutes. I want Omax to get a ton of minutes. And I would like Derek Lively. That's someone I think who could struggle getting minutes. Another thing on this like OKC team, they also have Keontae Johnson.
Yeah.
That I'm very interested in how that front court looks. Or well, he's more of a small forward. But yeah. That's okay. So yeah, I get what you're saying. I wouldn't mind coaches, but maybe and this is like Jared Dudley's like first time coaching. Maybe I would want a more experienced assistant. during summer league, a guy that could tell the coach like this guy can handle these type of moments, like you were talking about.
Yeah. I'm excited to see though how players develop. I just hope that they don't give all, like, for example, Hardy. Hardy should be playing, yes, but the problem with returning is you're taking a roster spot from a rookie that you could be looking at.
Yeah.
So while I hope Hardy plays and plays well, I hope they don't overtly give him 40 minutes a night because of his spot on next year's roster.
The thing with Hardy that I want to see is a passing. I want him getting a lot of assists. That's something I want to see with Hardy. Because he can score. But I think what can make him a better player is passing.
Mm-hmm.
And Derek Lively, I want to see doing screens, taking threes.
Yeah, Derek Lively has really struggled screening wise in college, so I do think that's something he definitely needs to adjust.
So, and to me, if he got great at screening, he would be, especially now with the Mavs roster, he would be starting or taking a lot of minutes.
Yeah, I don't know about starting, but yeah.
Yeah, but Dwight Powell's a starter. It's a canon event. But yeah, and then I also think Mike Miles is someone. But yeah, I get what you're saying. if you know he's gonna be a starter or play a lot of heavy minutes like Keegan Murray, then yeah, you should get someone else on that team.
Yeah, I agree.
Overall, I think it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna probably lose my mind over some things. I'm not gonna lose my mind if it's bad. If it's good, I'm gonna goof around and go like, hey, Derek Lively's the second coming of Jokic or something. Or Cat. Except a better defender. So and I'm interested. Just because there are some guys who may not make it to the league, but there are also some guys where they could play very heavy minutes or become really great players.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's all I got. Thank you for listening. Let us know what you think about Summer League in the comments on social. Thank you for listening to Outsiders Opinions.